Greetings, this is Vlodril, and welcome back to Let's Play Betrayer. Let's talk to this ghost. It seems you have two daughters. I did once, but Tabitha is not my daughter anymore. I cast her out from our family. Why? She ran off to the savages. Then that's why you said she wasn't coming home. Philippa confessed that she knew Tabitha was fond of a savage boy, that Tabitha had made a pendant from an arrowhead he had given her, that she sometimes left the fort with him alone without chaperone or escort. My wife had hidden these things from me. She had lied to me. I bound her to a tree deep in the forest, where no one would hear her screaming when the beasts came for her. I told her it was the price of treason. Wow. Good person. Investigation complete. How about the red daughters? And the noose. Yeah, I think she's Alison. We'll see. She has the same picture too. Or that doesn't matter. I guess it does matter. Okay. Way to give out the surprise. Okay. Founder of... found, not founder, okay. So Tabitha, killed by husband. Okay. Let's see, where to next? How do we? I think I'm getting closer to an end. I'm not sure how many more locations there are. Maybe one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, maybe one or two more. We'll see. And I still haven't found anything to dig those things up. Weird. I'm not sure I'm going to go back and dig them up. I don't think I need to. Why bother? I guess we'll see. Use more explosives, by the way, now that I've got them. Especially in the corruption cleaning aspects of the game. Okay. And there is something. But this is clean, so it's not it. Not going to the wife again. Maybe not. We'll see. And there it is. Is that Tabitha? I have lost my way, follow the sound of the bell, okay. So that's another shadow then. We'll see who it is. Maybe this is the last area, maybe not. But if indeed the maiden red is Alison, or Tabitha, I guess. It would be weird to have more areas because she looks like is part of the main quest, if you like, in air quotes. Okay, let's see. New area. In the water, nice. Today I heard a story about a vain woman who fancied herself beautiful above all women. She coveted jewelry and trinkets to make herself more desirable when she primed and posed. Many young men wooed her, but she was only interested in the affections of the strongest, most prosperous suitors. One day she overheard a group of old crones talking about three brothers who lived alone in the deep forest. They were fearless hunters and mighty warriors, and said to be handsome above all men. The woman demanded to know where she might find these brothers, but the crones told her that she should stay far away from them, for they were as cruel and vicious as they were cunning and capable. But she insisted on knowing, and was quickly on the way to find the brothers. She was still walking when darkness fell, but soon she saw a fire ahead and made her way to it. Sure enough, around it sat three of the finest men she had ever beheld. She walked forward into the firelight to announce herself, but the brothers fell upon her at once, ravishing her like the beasts they were, so that her screams carried through the forest. She woke early the following morning in terrible pain, bloody and bruised and stripped of pride. The brothers lay sprawled upon the grass in deep and carefree slumber, so she took up an axe and hacked off their heads one by one. Wow. She returned to the crones who had told her of the brothers and hacked them to death. Okay. Then wandered through the village hacking apart everyone she met until finally several hunters managed to drag her down. So powerful was her anger that they could barely restrain her, so one of them grabbed up the axe and struck off her head. Still she seethed and raged with such ferocity that there was no choice but to cut off her limbs, but still the parts of her writhed with murderous intent. Finally they dug a great hole. Inside the hole they built a great fire. They cast all the pieces of her into the flames, but when they saw they wouldn't burn, they covered up the hole with soil and heavy stones and placed powerful charms in a circle around it to warn all who passed near. They said that if you go to where she lies, you will feel the earth tremble with her rage. Okay. I don't know what... I guess, yeah, that was it, what happened to her, but... She decided to go even though she knew it was dangerous and... Fine killing the brothers, but why the hell would he kill the crones and everybody else? I guess he snapped. Alright. Ah, there isn't one more area. At least because there's a road that goes there, okay. What's that noise? Yeah, I want to say is the noise gone, but nope. No, it is not. Run. Can't hear anything yet. Yeah, back to the fort. Okay. Yeah, shut up. Let's see what the second ghost is all about. Alright, who are you? Where is Roger Emery? Where did you last see him? We wandered away from the path, down the hill from the fort. I remember he was holding his scabbard, so that I could admire it, boasting about the quality of his rapier, saying it was a finer weapon than I'd ever owned. Who are you? I'm Oswin Ford. Do you recognize this scabbard? I remember. Roger Emery dropped it and the shape broke off. I told him it was bad luck, for it was a handsome scabbard. I found this scabbard shaped by the gate. I remember. Isabel opened her hand and it fell to the ground. I told her to cheer up, for her father would be glad to see her. I wanted her to look at me, but she wouldn't. I wanted to see in her eyes. Okay. It's close. Oh, there it is. Wow. Where is my father? Where did you last see him? In a field. I remember him clutching his scabbard to him. I saw that it was damaged. He was whispering something important. Is this the tape from his scabbard? Yes. Then you are Isabel Emery? Yes. Yeah, I'm guessing that way. Let's see. No. Alrighty. Run around. The stories are interesting and I guess they keep you motivated to progress with the game and they change things up combat wise and in mechanic wise I guess sometimes. But still I think it's getting a bit on the area where I'm ready for it to end. Some games overstay their welcome, even if they are good. Hell, even if they are great. Every single CRPG I played in the last year or 2 years, Pillars of Eternity, Wasteland 2, Divinity Original Sin, all of them needed about 20 hours cut. Or at least a better pacing. Divinity needed things cut for sure. Pillars I think needed a better pacing between the chapter 2 and 3. They need to make Defiance Bay smaller and the twin realms bigger. Anyway, Isabel, is this your scabbard? Yes. Then you are Roger Emray. Yes, I remember. What happened? I remember she leaned close to me. She was crying. I told her to smile for me. I reached out to wipe away her tears. It took all my courage, all my strength. Okay, what the hell happened to her? Isabeau. I wonder how is that written. I'm guessing I'm going back. Nope, no I'm not. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Funnily enough, I didn't feel that way with Dead State. I'm not sure why. Although it was also about 80 hours. And one could have said it was repetitive. I don't know why, it didn't tire me. Except for that hotel was annoying as hell. It was a nice idea, but I don't think it worked within the confines of the engine they had and how the game worked. So I am going back to Fort, make up your mind. Your father remembers wiping away your tears. He told me to smile. He told me to be strong. I found this bloody scarf. I remember kneeling over him where he lay face down in the dirt. Pulled off my scarf and pressed it against the wound to try to stop the blood from spilling out of him. He was clutching his scabbard to him. I saw that it was damaged and that his sword was still sheathed. He hadn't even drawn it. He was whispering something. Something important. It was the name of his murderer. I begged him not to die, but he was already gone. After a time, I drew out his sword and walked up to the path to the fort to kill Oswin Ford. Nice, very nice. Isabel Emery tried to kill you. She did. I remember the men pulling her away from me. The blade of the rapier had struck my belt, which spared me a more grievous wound, but the pain was still immense. Isabel cursed me as a murderer and a coward. Remember how when I thrust my sword into Roger Emery's spine, backstab, he dropped his scabbard and the shape broke off. I told him it was bad luck, for it was a handsome scabbard. Then I pulled my blade free and watched him drop to his knees. I told him that if you mean to duel a man you deem a coward and a maybe, don't know, you should keep your guard up lest he seek to give you a dishonorable death. Then I left him there and walked back to the fort. Isabel must have found him before he died. When I kicked away the stool she was standing on, the rope was taut and she swung from the gate. Wow. Slowly, strangling. She opened her hand and a chapel from her father's scabbard fell to the ground. I told her to cheer up, for her father would be glad to see her. I wanted her to look at me, but she wouldn't. I wanted to see in her eyes. What the fuck, dude? You fucking asshole. That was bullshit. Fuck you. That was dark as hell. Alright. Hello. I found you unconscious and brought you here. I'm glad to see you recovered. What? I couldn't bring your scrapped items, so you could go and retrieve them when you can. But here is something that you might find useful. What? When did that happen? This game is weird as hell. Do you recognize the silver locket? Yes, it is my mother's. I am sure of it. Then you are Alison Markley, daughter of James and Philippa, sister of Tabitha. Yep, expected. I remember now. Why couldn't I think of it before? Your father said that Tabitha ran off to the Indians. Tabitha was very taken with an Indian boy. She sometimes snuck away to see him, but she always returned. You went into the woods to find your sister. I could feel that she was suffering, that she needed me. Nobody believed me. I begged my father to send for her again, to take me with him. He refused. I remember him sitting at his desk by faint lantern light, scribbling fiercely with a quill. I called good night from the doorway. He looked up at me but did not speak. I knew he was still angry that I had mentioned Tabitha. Or maybe it's Tabitha, I don't know fucking names. So I turned away and then looked back. Your father killed your mother. That cannot be. She didn't tell him that Tabitha was in love with an Indian. I didn't think she knew. I have learned the fate of a wraith. Oswin Ford cheated in a duel against Roger Emrit to avenge his pride. How can a man avenge his pride by selling it? It seems Isabel Emery was hanged for trying to kill Ford with her father's blade. Though I pity her, it was foolish of her to think she would please her father by resorting to a treachery when it was treachery that killed him. Okay. What gift? Silver locket that belonged to your mother. It's a precious gift. You have my thanks. Investigation complete. We finished the maiden. So... So I guess it's not... I thought that would finish the game, who she was, but apparently not. We'll see what happens when we go to the next place. First, let's see. Anything to buy? Come on. What? I did not want to buy that. Just want to see what it was. Great, let's lose all my money for no reason at all. Fine, onwards. To that place, I guess. The hell do I go there? Other side. Alrighty. Follow the road, right? Yeah. Then right at the fork. I guess we didn't learn what happened to her sister, so that may be why there's still things to do. So that means the next settlement is Indian settlement. Maybe. Run. How far away is this? Okay. I'm going the wrong way. God damn it. What? How did that? I turned too soon. Alright, you know what? Let me end this episode here and I'll pick you up after I get close to the exit. Thank you for watching, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you next time.